but the decisions, the poor management of certain things that are still continuing on is like a perpetual cycle of bad decisions that are fostering more negative things to impact.
But it's not worse than any other club, though. It's not worse than any other club. See, the reality is, when you look at it, it's not really worse than Chelsea. It's not worse than City. It's not worse than anything.
Chelsea been sacking managers.
Yeah, but Chelsea been making bare mistakes as well. And they
They're
just keep
players.
spending, bro. But they've been making bare mistakes as well. They've had like four or five different managers under the new owner.
What hides that? What hides that,
They
guys?
brought in players and sold them the same season.
I'm
They
telling
signed
you.
Jack Felix twice,
Their
bro.
recruitment is nowhere not like Manchester United, so don't even try that, people.
What?
They brought in Jack Felix twice.
Chelsea have always got money to buy players. They always get money for selling players.
Nuradin, one of their windows, they signed João Felix, Jadon Sancho, and Neto. Two of those players are no longer there. And that was the same season, bro.
No, Neto's still there.
They always sign
No, exactly. 2 of the 3 are not at the club no more.
They always sell and buy ballers.
People can make mistakes, bro. At the end of the day,
Jackson was putting up mad numbers for them. They sold him and got Delap in, and now Delap's injured, and everyone's looking around. What's going on? People make mistakes.
That's not a mistake. That's not a
You
mistake.
gotta remember though.
How can that not be a mistake? Look at the numbers,
bro.
How can you let Jackson go?
They brought in Gittins ain't better than Jackson.
Come on.
But you gotta like Chelsea's recruitment has been amazing though, guys, man. It's not been amazing.
I'm not just talking about their recruitment. At the end of the day, it takes time to get anything to work, bro. It takes anything to work. INEOS have been here for 18 months, and man are pulling them up for charges for shit that's happened 6 years ago. I'm only talking about the last 18 months. I don't really care about anything that's happened before that because we didn't have a footballing structure before the 18 months. So I'm sticking to the 18 months. They've done some good things. I hate the timing. I hate the timing of the sacking of Ten Hag.
Nuradin, you said it yourself.
And I hate the fact that Amarim's still here because I would have sacked him at the very latest after the Spurs game. I couldn't fucking believe that he was still here.
I agree. But Nuradin, you said it yourself as well that INEOS's biggest mistake is that they didn't buy the whole club. Had they bought the whole club, you'd have a different conversation for them. So you know that.
Yes.
But you know the situation.
So that means you gotta give them leeway because the whole club went up for sale.
Because there's facility for fucking Glazers to go and put up a fucking tent.
Everybody was crying. No, but I'm with you. But everybody was crying about our training ground. They went and slapped 50 M's on there. Now we got one of the best training grounds in the world.
No one's talking about it.
Always, Musa, with INEOS coming in or not, that development was already going to take place.
No way. Don't lie. Nuradin, what did you say? What did you say? They said they had to spend money on the training ground. Did you not say that?
He spent his own money on that.
Bro, he spent his money, bro.
That was Ratcliffe's own money.
The money that he gave to the club, the 300 million he had to give, was part of
his own 50 mil from under his sofa.
Yeah, that was his own money.
That was part of
We can never be satisfied.
That was his own money, Nuradin.
That was the 28% clause.
No, it wasn't. I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Let me finish. Right, let me finish because that's
let me finish his back.
You're not letting me finish. Right.
After this, I want to hear from Leon after this, yeah?
I'll speak calmly. One of the biggest things, I'll speak calmly, right? Because people say, oh, my headphones. Well, turn it fucking down then, right?
I just got putting in 240 challenges.
Listen, I'll try to be rational as I can. So please, if you interrupt me, ADHD takes over and I lose it. One of the biggest things for anybody who was going to give them the investment the Glazers needed was that you were going to buy whatever percentage that you were going to buy. With that, you had to also bring in, it was part of the deal. If you don't believe me, please go and read the articles about the extra. What's the word you used?
No, you're correct, Nuradin. You're correct. You're correct.
Part of the 300 million was also to be part of the infrastructure, and it actually helped the Glazers and helped United in terms of the finances.
Glazers never had the money to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
if Jim didn't put his money in, there was no fucking training ground.
Rants, please. You're wrong. You know why
Bro,
you're wrong?
You see when Chelsea sold the club,
Please let me just finish explaining it. You just interjected me and said they have the fucking money. But they don't want to use their money.
They don't have the
money.
liquid
But they would never have done it then. They would never have done it then.
They are asset-rich owners, bro.
We were the only club in the Premier League where the owners are siphoning money from the club without putting in. Majority of owners who own football clubs lose money, and they put their own money in.
Nuradin, they're asset-rich. They own multiple sports teams. It's assets, bro. This is how rich people do it. They use one asset as collateral to get more assets. This is what they do. They don't spend their own money. They never spend their own money.
1 to 2. What the club has made, not their own money.
Smart people don't spend their own money.
They were siphoning for themselves.
They spend the bank's money.
Jim Glazer, Musa, go back to what your point is. He's facilitating the pillaging and the rape of Manchester United, and that's the fact. That's why. Anybody could have bought this fucking football club, but I don't want anybody facilitating them for the damage that they've done.
Let me come
Chelsea. I think there was a clause in there that the new owner had to spend a certain amount of money.
Yeah, there was. 100%. And they also had
it was like a bit 1 point something billion or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, 2 billion. 2 billion is what they could have spent. 2 billion is what they could have spent.
That's it. So yes, there was a clause in there, Nuradin. You're 100% right. But Jim still had to spend his own money. He didn't take out a loan for that 50 mil. That was his own money. That's the point I'm saying.
But no, it was part of the deal.
It was, but he still spent his own money. It doesn't matter why.
Listen, I understand that. But what Musa said was factually wrong, and you could go and look it up.
But it's his money, though.
Yeah, it's his money.
Without his money, that doesn't happen.
Glazer should have done that. So he's facilitating Glazers.
Of course,
no, he's facilitating a football club that he owns a percentage of.
He's bailing
This ain't about the Glazers. He owns part of that football club, so of course he wants it to do well because he has ownership.
Yeah.
Just because you don't own 100% of something doesn't mean you don't own it, bro. That's not how business works. You could give me 1% of Apple. I'll say that, yo, like, I'm a part owner of Apple, blood. Like 1%.
Yeah. Let me get what's for you. Let me get Leon.
You got your Apple stocks, innit?
Yeah. He's got my United stock. This guy's the biggest enabled Glazer you got here,
you see what I'm saying?
I'm ashamed of you, Strela. I'm ashamed of you.
Hold on. You agree with him. Let me one second, guys. We've got 3.4k in the building. Please hit the like button, guys. Let's get these likes up, people. Leon and then Faz will come in. Leon, you come in, and then Faz. Go on, Leon.
Yeah, I've got to go in 5 anyway. But yeah, listen, big up the man. It's always a good show. Do you know what I mean? I come into the madness. Yeah, I think Nuradin's not 100% wrong in regards to they are allowing the Glazers
Leon,
to hide behind that smoke screen.
Tyrone is not here. We're not having any light-skinned fencer in today. No light-skinned fencer in today. No, that. I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
Say it with your chest.
God. I
got it. I'm happy. This
I was on your first touch. I was on your first touch.
Shout out the light-skinned people, man. Yo, listen, not all the light-skinned guys out on the fence here. So, yo, Nuradin, make that clear. You know what I'm saying?
Nuradin just said, rip the Band-Aid off, man. Fuck it. You don't know. Let's go, Leon, let's go.
Do you know what? He done the first 2 foot, and then he got away with the yellow in it, and then he's gone in again, man. Do you know what I mean? He's on a mad team. He's on a Roy Keane vibe. It's crazy. I feel like for me, the way I see it is very simple. Like the Jim buying the club. So if we go back to the Glazers, the Glazers were basically saying buy the club for an extortionate fee or become a part owner. That was the choices, because if not, we would have been Saudi owned now, right? Do you know what I mean? They wanted extortionate money in that.
Qataris,
and Qatar and the Qataris guys said we don't want to pay that much. So obviously with Jim coming in, he still allows them to hide behind and to siphon off money. There's elements of what you're saying there, and I get it. Obviously, no one's debating that no one wants Glazers here, right? It's not a single person. But we kind of have to look at the club for what it is right now. And what they're doing is they've made some poor choices in regards to manager, but they've done some good stuff. Like I've not seen signings like this since they've been here for a while. Like they've done smart business, they've not overspent, they've completely changed the wage structure. It's completely changed. By the end of this season, it will just drop massively. But with the managers, they're kind of simping. It's like holding on to a girl that's no good for you for too long, man, because you don't think you can get another thing. They're just. Do you know what I mean? They're just holding on to these managers for no reason, innit? All your brethren are telling you, yo, it's not the one, innit? And then you're just there like, oh, but she's. Do you know what I mean? She's you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I feel like sometimes I get it, Nuradin, but we got to kind of look at what it is right now. And the manager's not achieving. What Estrella's saying is true as well about like some of the players are not good enough, but there's too many that are good enough for us to achieve a higher position. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I come on saying that every single week. So Yeah, I feel like we just need to win more games, play better football, and we need this manager out, guys, like ASAP. Do you know what I mean? So I feel for you, Say, because you still think like you're still holding on to this top 4, top 5 thing, innit? You think like if another
but that should be the aim, bro. It should be the aim. And why should I let go of my ambition this season for a manager that isn't good enough? Why should I do that? Why should any of you do that, bro? Like, it's not good enough, bro. So when Jim Ratcliffe says, "Yo, this squad should be aiming for top 5," he's right. Why is he wrong? Why is he wrong for thinking that? But obviously, his words and his action are not aligning. So therefore, we've got every right to kind of hold him accountable because you're saying these things, but then you're not putting it into account. So that's why now the proof will be in the pudding in the next couple of games. Is it Chelsea? Is it going to be I don't know what's after that. Brentford.
Next 5 games is Chelsea. Brentford.
It shouldn't be all 5 games. It should be Chelsea game. If you lose,
I'm gone. By the way,
Man United are actively looking for new managers. Anyone that thinks that these guys are not actively looking for new managers have lost their mind.
I agree. I agree. They definitely are. There's no smoke without fire.
Oh, by the way, I don't want to hear Estrada. Just before you say something, I don't want to hear any more from people saying about, oh, but who would we get? And come on, bro. There's like 20, 30 managers in the world that do better. Look at where we are right now.
I hate that argument, man.
Like, look at where we are when this guy.
True at the same time, Leon. That actually our squad is imbalanced. Our squad is lacking certain depth in certain crucial areas.
Then I would ask you the question.
The guy's not been good enough. I never wanted this guy. I actually feel sorry for him. Been thrown in the deep end.
But Nuradin, this is what you have to understand.
I don't think our squad's imbalanced. I don't think our squad's imbalanced, Nuradin. I just think our squad doesn't suit what the manager's trying to do with it. I don't think it's imbalanced.
The system is all wrong.
The squad is imbalanced. The midfield is a massive hole. That's
the structural problem. That's not a personnel problem. You can't tell me Hughes and them man are better than our midfielders at Palace.
They're not.
Yep.
You know, factually, what Nuradin's saying about the imbalance is not correct, but it has to be heard. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the interview he had with Gary Neville, everyone go watch this with Sky Sports. He said out of his own mouth, full verbatim, that Amarin is doing. If I'm paraphrasing, is doing well considering the current situation of affairs. There's a large proportion of this squad that are not.
That was 2 windows ago.
Wait, he said.
Not only was that 2 windows ago, but he also said financially, a lot of our better players that are on the bigger wages are not performing at that level.
Yeah.
He said that our wage bill, the guys that are playing week in, week out, pretty much, like the wage bill's outside the top 6 or something. He was doing all this financial shit. Yeah. I'm looking at it like this, like with the players you've got, there's good managers out there that can build a system, to get the best out of at least 12 or 13 out of this squad, and we're smoking teams. Man can't tell me that Alex Iwobi centre mid is better than our midfielders.
You can't tell me that.